And this may not be what you guys want to hear, but I can't worry about what a motherfucker want to hear. I got to be real with y'all and tell you guys the strong possibilities of what I see that could be going down during survival. I cannot wait until after survival to not tell y'all what's going on during survival. Everybody smash that like button, even if you don't like what I'm telling you, pure survival. But y'all have to get with the program. I do not want my people to be blindsided by what's going on in this whole Diddy Glover's freak off trial. Now, Diddy's legal team, oh, they just hit us with a surprise. They just hit us with a surprise out of nowhere. No one had a clue that they were going to do what they just done, which was closing arguments out of nowhere during survival. And they saying it was Young Thug's lawyer. I forget his name. I knew, listen, he got 7 different lawyers. So legally, whatever that they know or whatever they got up their sleeve, I'm sorry, y'all, it might be a nuclear freak-off bomb, pure survival. Because the prosecution was supposed to do the closing today. They were supposed to close. And I think Diddy Glover's team was supposed to start today and then close tomorrow. These motherfuckers just closed out of nowhere today. I'm talking about did a whole mic drop during survival. Did a whole mic drop. The dude that was Young Thug's lawyer. And you remember, he got Young Thug off. Is this about to be a mistrial? I need to find out from y'all. And I need y'all not to get mad at me for giving y'all my thoughts. I'm not saying that I want Diddy to get out, but I'm not going to be surprised, like I've been telling y'all, from listening to everybody talk, pure survival, listening to Cassie's testimony, listening to Jane Ho, listening to the motherfucker Punisher, big Punisher. You know what I'm saying? And listening to the male sex workers say that they didn't feel like these girls was forced during survival. And then Jane Doe, Diddy was paid for her lawyer and still paying that girl rent. No, I'm not going to be blindsided because everybody looking for one verdict. But I feel like I want my people to know that we could be hit with a surprise, y'all, because I'm surprised right now. You telling me all these weeks, 35 different alleged victims that the prosecution called and Diddy Glover did not call one, and then they just closed they just did closing arguments and rested their case. They must know what's going to happen, y'all. They must know what's going to happen. I think some people might have incriminated themselves on the stand. I think some people might have got caught in lies. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no way. Listen, y'all can say who y'all feel. If y'all feel Diddy done, and y'all don't think he got a chance, you have a right to feel that way. I'm just only saying, I think that he may have a chance to get a mistrial in this goddamn situation. You know what I'm saying? There is no way that his lawyers is this confident to not call one person. Everybody kept talking about KK. Where is KK? She didn't have shit to say. Pure survival. And she didn't even have to speak. She's supposed to be the one that was doing everything for Diddy. How did she not go up there and talk one time? You know what I'm saying? And how did they close out the show the same day that the prosecution closed out the show? These people must know what the results are going to be already. You know what I'm saying? People been saying, look, we don't think that they proven the state proven their case. Is that's what's going on? Like I said, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I'm not telling y'all. I want Diddy to get out. Let's get that straight. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying to y'all, out of nowhere, they just closed the case. They literally just did closing arguments and the defense team wrapped up. You know what I'm saying? And Diddy's sitting there smiling like he's confident that he know already this is going to be a mistrial. You know what I'm saying? Or I think they know what charges that Diddy's already going to be found guilty for. You know what I'm saying? Did he make a deal to get time served? Did he tell on Oprah Winfrey, Pure Survival? Did he tell on Tyler Perry? Who did he sacrifice to make his legal team so confident that they just closed? Y'all, you know what I'm saying? We cannot be naive. We can't get mad at somebody if they say, hey man, I think it might be a mistrial. What do you think this shit look like that's happening right now? Pure Survival. They are saying people committed perjury up there. This is the shit that I'm hearing from like real liable sources. And then they got rules that they read that they got to go by far as a federal conviction. Like we all know that Diddy is a terrible, demonic, evil, all that type of stuff. But we got to prove sex trafficking. And it doesn't seem like they prove sex trafficking from the way it's happening. I would have thought Diddy need a dozen motherfucking witnesses to stand up for him, to say, no, he's a great guy. He didn't do nothing. You know what I mean? And then the boy, what's the supposed to have been drug mule, they found out that he's not even a drug mule. Pure Survival. They found out that he had drugs on him that he didn't even know that was on him, and he accidentally got on a plane. Pure Survival. And then they was talking about how good of a person that he is. He's such a good boy, and he really wasn't a drug dealer. He just worked hard for Diddy, but he really wasn't his drug dealer. They changing the whole narrative of Diddy's joint. And we all sat and watched this whole trial for weeks. And they didn't call one witness. That sounds like somebody's confident that they know they're gonna beat it. You know what I'm saying? You got people saying, oh, Diddy and them didn't call no witnesses because they don't got nobody to stand up for them. Don't sound like they need anybody to stand up for them. Pure Survival. He got 7 different lawyers. You know what I'm saying? And the one that they said closed it out, I think his name began with an L, he the one who got off Young Thug. So I'm telling you guys, I think now I'm starting to think that this is a conspiracy. You know what I'm saying? It's something bigger than us right now that's going on. Ain't no way. I thought he's supposed to have been under the jail. So like I said, I'm going to still try to stick with my narrative of my thought. I feel as though Diddy's going to be found guilty of something, but the sex trafficking thing, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And then possibility that this could become a mistrial. Because these are all the things they do when like a mistrial happening. You know what I'm saying? Like they not up there fighting. They not up there scratching. You know what I'm saying? And it seems as though the prosecution is scrambling and scraping for shit. Pure Survival. It seemed like the prosecution, this whole goddamn trial, have been scrambling and scraping for shit. Pure Survival. I swore up and down that I was going to see the most powerful evidence. I thought I was going to see the tapes. You know, I wanted to see, well, I didn't want to see, but I thought I was going to see the celebrity freak-offs, the minors, Justin Bieber chained up in the basement. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't see any of the things that was painted that it was going to be. Besides the shit that I already knew. Diddy evil, the motherfucker. Mean as hell. Can't, you know what I'm saying? I would never sign with the motherfucker. You know what I mean? Treat you like shit. I saw that in the trial. I saw aggravated assault. I even saw aggravated assault from him throwing things at motherfuckers. Pills are awful. I seen his violence. That's why I'm like, why didn't y'all just charge this man with violence? Charge some shit that was gonna stick. If y'all didn't think that this was gonna stick, because ain't no way, like I said, this team is this confident to close this out, y'all. And I can't even really see y'all comments. I apologize. Pure survival. You literally got a super chat for me to see. It's hot as hell out here. And I'm shocked. I had to go take a walk because I said, what? Diddy's. I thought they needed all tomorrow. They like, no, we don't need nothing. The state already put up a bunch of liars, and we are going to prove that all of these people, everything was consensual. You know what I'm saying? That's their whole thing. So if they prove that the witnesses, well, the alleged victims, what was getting money from Diddy, what was wanting to be there, that they was able, she was with him for 11 years, pure survival. You know what I'm saying? Then Jane motherfucker Ho, she was having freak offs, you know what I'm saying, when Diddy wasn't around. So I'm trying to look at everything that was said that could possibly make them feel like it was a mistrial. You know what I'm saying? Like I seen the money transfers. You know what I'm saying? I seen how they can do sex trafficking. I'm at the him supporting people and paying for flights and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I can see certain things, but the case, man, is not going the way that I thought it was gonna go, y'all. And I'm sorry, because if Diddy get a mistrial, y'all, I'm still gonna make fun of him. I'm still gonna do Diddy Glover jokes. I'm still gonna think that he allegedly had something to do with Kim Porter. I'm still gonna think he had something to do with Biggie, Tupac. I'm still going to believe these things. But I'm also gonna know that they didn't charge him with the stuff. I'm gonna also know that they did not charge him with it. And this is why we are at this place right now, pure survival. Because they charged him with sex trafficking. Something that we got to be able to prove beyond a reasonable doubt. And it sounds as though Diddy's lawyers is confident that it has not been proven beyond a reasonable doubt during survival. And I feel like so many people, it's like, I wanted his ass to go down too. It's like, we want him to go down so bad because we know that he's terrible. But to prove sex trafficking. And then we got these people, that's why, man, I feel bad for the real victims out there. I really do. My heart goes out to the real victims. Victims, I don't give a damn. Pure survival. If you was able to get away from this man and you knew that he was a demon and you wanted to keep dealing with him, I don't feel bad for you. Pure survival. If Diddy would have peed on me and made me had to get my cheeks clapped by sex workers and he sit in the corner and choke his chicken, pure survival, with a goddamn Halloween mask on, I would have been got the hell away from him. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this messes up for the real victims. You know what I mean? If anybody was a fake victim up there. You know what I'm saying? If anybody, the whole thing with Diddy throwing the girl, hanging her from the balcony, like Vanilla Ice. The girl that said that she got ice babied. I heard that they are now trying to get her with perjury charges, allegedly. Because they said that they knew that she lied through her motherfucking teeth, pure survival. That she lied through her blonde hair. You know what I'm saying? I believed her too. I said, damn, Diddy, what the hell was you pick this girl up? Dang, oh, he's terrible. Put him under the jail. Come to find out the girl had the dates wrong. Now, you can forget some shit and mess up a date, but not at the day of the court. You know what I'm saying? And then they got the witnesses or the alleged victims said things to the feds before they got on the stand, and it didn't add up to what they said on the stand. Pure survival. You said this to the feds, and then you got on the stand and said something different. So I'm telling y'all, we have to prepare because I do not know. Did he get found guilty? Okay, good for him. I feel like it's karma. Even if you're not a sex trafficker, God don't like ugly. So God has his way of making you pay. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it with Diddy Glover. So if he do get found guilty, this is what God wanted, sir. Pure survival. But I'm not going to be sitting back the day of the verdict and I'm sitting there eating popcorn and I'm like, oh, they got him. Diddy's done. Pure survival. They done. And then my face drop if they come back and say mistrial. I'm going to be fucking sick because I put all my freak off eggs in one basket. Pure survival. I cannot put all my freak off eggs and let them hatch in one basket. Pure survival. We gotta think. We gotta think outside the box. Hold up. Now, what if they give this man a mistrial? And then we gotta go through this whole freaky ass trial all over again. Pure survival. This is going to be insane. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if Diddy hired motherfuckers because he got a whole bunch of money. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if money's making this thing happen or if this is some kind of conspiracy, pure survival. But I think it's bigger than us. This is bigger than us. Y'all remember in the beginning of this case, I've made fun of Diddy for 2 years straight. Pure survival. Ever since he cloned Tyrone. I still believe that Diddy Glover had something to do with Jamie Foxx. I still don't know if that's the real Jamie Foxx or if that's the clone Jamie Foxx. Pure survival. I've never took my mind off of that. You know what I'm saying? But far as the sex trafficking, y'all, Diddy's defense team rest their case. So I don't think that this is a good sign for what we were looking for, y'all. I am sorry. It's not a good sign. His lawyers should have been scared. They should have been like, oh, we got to be ready to fight. We got to be ready to bat. We done saw 35 victims, alleged victims. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to go up there and do our thing. It's like Diddy Glover's lawyers, they came like, look, nigga, this ain't about nothing. Pure Bible. All right, she said this, he said that, she said this. It's like they have a different kind of confidence. Like they know how this trial is about to end. You know what I'm saying? And y'all should be thanking me for coming to y'all being honest instead of being fake. I'm not even doing comedy right now. I'm so blown away. Pure survival. I'm not even trying to be funny. I am more in shock than anybody. Because like I said, I swore up and down when this trial first started that they were going to bring a whole bunch of evidence, whole bunch of, you know what I'm saying? Like I thought it was minors, all the stuff that people said. And I'm like, God damn. I mean, it just ended up being 3 girlfriends was the main witnesses. And then they was trying to call the other girl. But the one girl said she refused to testify. Now, I don't know if Diddy paid her off. I don't, because you know that's what, you know, the first thought come to your mind. They had to get paid off. I know a lot of people had to get paid off in this situation. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people took a damn bribe. A lot of people got paid for certain things that's beyond us. Can y'all smash that like button, guys? Everybody smash that like button. I know y'all not happy about this, but smash that like button so everybody can know what's going on. Diddy's team had rested their case out of nowhere. I thought they were going to do this tomorrow. So instead of, they said they needed 2 days. They ended up taking 1 day. 1 day? And they call all of those witnesses? They use weeks. The state used weeks. The government used weeks. The prosecution used weeks. You know what I'm saying? And you mean to tell me they only needed 1 day, pure survival, to prove that Diddy Glover is going to be found not guilty? Oh, I don't care who gets mad at me because I believe it's possibly strongly going to be a damn mistrial. Pure survival. I'm still going to hold in my soul that Diddy may get found guilty of something. I'm still keeping that. I think Diddy is going to be found guilty for something. He got to. You know what I'm saying? But I know it's a strong possibility it can be a mistrial. Ain't no way. That's like if you trying to get with a girl or you trying to get with a dude and you know damn well, look, I ain't got to do no work. I got him. I got him in the bag, y'all. Ladies, you know, if you know a man that you know you're going to be able to get pure survival, you don't got to put no work in. Or fellas, you know a female, you ain't got to put no work in, pure survival. You know you got that kitty cat. Real. That's how Diddy Glover's legal team is showing me. They like, look, we don't got to fight this case. This case been won weeks ago. Pure survival. How is that so, guys? And this is why I have to go out to the pond. I got to go to the pond and rest my brain. Diddy Glover's freak off defense team rest their case. Now I gotta rest my motherfucking brain. Pure survival. I'm coming to feed the geese. I'm feeding the goddamn geese, and I mess around and jump inside the river. Pure survival. I had no idea that his team was going to do this, y'all, because there's certain things. You remember how they just came out and said, and they just dropped the rules of what the jury have to go off. Like, even if the jury know Diddy's a terrible motherfucker, like we all know, they can't go against the rules that it says inside of the jury thing. What the judge tell them that they have to abide by, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We cannot just go off the fact that we know and we feel strongly that Diddy Glover is an evil, demonic person. You know what I mean? We're past that part. Now we got to understand, can we prove sex trafficking fully? Not know, okay, we seen receipts, we seen the money. The motherfucker a billionaire, pure survival. It's not like he can't afford no damn flights. You know what I'm saying? I can go book whatever flight. Shit, me and my baby just booked the flight last night. Pure survival. It don't cost a whole bunch of money to do that. You know what I'm saying? But they saying that Diddy flew these people out to come have a good time, and then out of nowhere, people started getting their cheeks clapped. Pure survival. That it was never planned to be a sex traffic. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know if that's true or if that's false. You know, I don't believe it fully. You know what I'm saying? I knew he knew what he was doing. When you flew that coochie out or them dinglings out, you knew you wanted to make one of them dinglings disappear, Diddy Glover. Pure survival. I already know that. But my whole point is, if they can prove, if the lawyers can prove or get the jury to believe, hey, these people came out to have fun. They're grown and consenting adults. I was more concerned about the kids. I was concerned about Cassie up until I heard how gangster she really is. Pure survival. Cassie was putting bags on motherfuckers' head. Pure survival. I've never believed Cassie could talk that gangster in life. I said, oh my God, I'm scared of Cassie, my own self. Pure survival. Cassie said, I can get you missing. Cassie said, I'll put that bag on your goddamn head. Play around with them tapes if you want to. Pure survival. So I don't know how this trial is going to go, ladies and gentlemen. I just don't want my people to put their eggs in one freak-off basket. At least put 2 to 3 different freak-off baskets to the side. I got a freak-off basket that say Diddy's going to be found guilty of something. I got that freak-off basket right there. Diddy's going to be found guilty of something. But then I got another freak-off basket right there that says, damn, this might end in a mistrial. Pure survival. After listening to all the damn alleged victims, all the evidence, all I got is one nasty, freaky, violent motherfucker. Pure survival. That's all I ended up coming up with. I'm sorry, y'all. I've got Diddy being a violent, freaky, disgusting, freak-off monster. That's what I got. And the only unfortunate part about that is, if you know that somebody's freaky and you know somebody's evil and mean and nasty as a motherfucker, can I say that these people was forced to be around this man? I know y'all want to say, oh, but Diddy could have killed him, and Diddy had the gun, and Diddy had them afraid for their life. I can't believe everybody was afraid for their life. Pure survival. Not after listening to finding out they was having freak offs when he wasn't there, finding out that they was leaving without, you know what I mean? Like they didn't have a dog chain on them. They had, You know what I mean? They could have just said, Diddy, you're too nasty for me. Won't you just get you a boyfriend? Pure survival. And if Diddy does get a mistrial, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, I believe they're going to give him bail too because he didn't have a murder. That's why you see, what's his name? YNW Melly. He allegedly killed both his friends, pure survival. He had got a mistrial, but he can't get no bail because these are two murders. Diddy is a freak off vampire. He put up 10 million and they denied it. They denied him like 20 times. But do I think they're going to deny him this last time? I don't know. They might say mistrial, and Diddy's lawyers might got some set up. Somebody might be getting paid all this money to let that man out. I just, no matter how bad I feel that Diddy is, I'm not going to look stupid. The day of the trial, I'm not going to say he's going to be not guilty. I'm not going to say that he's going to be guilty. I'm not going to say nothing but, hey, it's a possibility of a mistrial. And I do think he's going to be found guilty of something. I'm just saying I'm not going to say he's going to be found guilty on everything. If he get found not guilty on all charges, y'all, I am jumping in the damn pond. Pure survival. My woman is going to find me in the pond, buck-ass naked, with the geese. Pure survival. And I'm going to tell her to bring me some baby oil so I can oil up the geese. You know what I'm saying? Because if Diddy get found guilty, not guilty on everything, it is an inside job. Pure survival. Bottom line, ain't no way. Now, I did see in this hearing that Diddy, you know, I seen things that they can find him guilty of, but it's like, if they say not guilty of everything, and you took us through all of this all year, and the feds is not trying to lose nothing. That's one thing about the feds. I don't think the feds gonna take this shit light, pure survival. They is not going to just let Diddy walk with nothing. I don't see it happening. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you that I feel like I see Diddy guilty of some of these things. It's just the sex trafficking with the grown adults who was willing, who got their rent paid, who was, did one girl, she was getting $10,000 a month, pure survival. And I know women out there that gotta work hard. You know what I mean? I have a woman in my life that's a hard worker, pure survival. She not out there giving up the kitty cat round to try to get up to, you know what I'm saying, to move up faster in the game. It's a whole lot of women out there. Y'all know that. That y'all ain't out there doing that. So why should I give a pass to the women that knew damn better and they just was worried about money? You know what I'm saying? Absolutely not. When people really got to work real, real hard and not sell their soul for a jelly roll. I feel like the people that knew Diddy was like this and still stayed up under the nigga, I feel like they sold their soul for a jelly roll. But they didn't get what they want when they sold their soul. They didn't get what they want. Some of these motherfuckers wanted to marry Diddy Glover. Pure survival. Some of them wanted to marry the dude and stuck around for all of them years. You know what I'm saying? I know females that been with terrible men that put their hands on them, did them wrong, and they stuck around for some years and dealt with some pain. But they finally got the fuck away. And they happy as hell to be away from that kind of guy. They not waiting 11 years. You can't make me believe 11 years. And then after I heard Cassie say, I love the freak offs. So if I'm thinking, damn, this shit may be kind of shady. And then, how do you think the jury thinking? You think it's just us that's thinking that way? And then this is why I think it's some cricket shit going on. It's some cricket stuff going on with this trial. 2 of the juries was removed from Diddy Glover's freak-out trial. They let one of the dudes sit on there for 3 weeks. Pure survival. Never said nothing was wrong with his address. Never said nothing, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And they just removed him and said, look, the man, woman live in this part of in another city, and he got a residence at this city. Pure survival. Like you never had a girlfriend or boyfriend where y'all live in separate houses, but the nigga get mail or she get mail in both different addresses. Pure survival. What's the difference? How did I pass to get there for 3 weeks? And then they removed another jury. That's why I think it's some controversial stuff going on, y'all. We know Diddy is not innocent at all. I'm not going to sit there and preach that to y'all. Hell no. After I talked about him for 2 years straight, pure survival, all I'm saying is it's something going on. Bigger than that. Bigger than even Diddy probably. I know it's all involved in money to me. How the hell they do 1 day and was supposed to do 2 days? You know what I'm saying? And they just rest their case? Just drop the mic. How do you just drop the mic? We got 1,800 people in the building, pure survival. Diddy's trial, they rest their damn case. The man, he might mess around and get a mistrial because of all the shady stuff that happened. Pure survival inside this trial. I feel like this trial damn near was freestyle. I was anticipating Diddy Glover's freak off trial like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Soon as the trial come, I'm like, where is the tape with the kids? Not one person got up in Diddy's trial and said that they was 14 when they met him, and they 38 now, but I was 14 when I met Diddy. He clapped my cheeks. Where in the hell is Justin Bieber at? Pure survival. I still think Diddy clapped Justin Bieber's cheeks. I still think that Diddy bought Usher those Super Bowl skates, pure survival, and put a PP inside his Super Bowl skates. The way Usher was moving in them Super Bowl skates, it seemed like it had piss inside them motherfuckers, pure survival. Diddy had to have done something, and we all know it. That's why we all looking like Diddy has to be found guilty. No way that this man could walk. We know he did some terrible shit ever since the 90s, pure survival. But they charged him with sex trafficking. That's why I'm not sitting back looking stupid. You know what I'm saying? If it come back and he got a mistrial, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not about whether if Diddy is a bad person, is he violent, we know all of those things, but they charged him with something that we got to prove. And that's sex trafficking. And what if they feel like they didn't even prove it? You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, y'all, God don't like ugly. And I know for a fact, to me, this is why Diddy's in this situation right now. For being evil, for being into himself, and I hope he hear this, pure survival, if they let you out somehow, that this is from your greed, the people that you done ripped off in the industry, which is a lot of people that do that. I hope that this change the industry. This change the way they treat people. Just because you got all that motherfucking money. Because I still know that the money moved those people. Now, even though I don't feel like, okay, Cassie, Jane Ho, all his little girlfriends wasn't full-blown victims, but if you know you got all that money, the one that I would say the most, honestly, would be Cassie. Because she was 19 years old. You know what I'm saying? So shit, you get around motherfucker 19 years old and he got millions or she got millions, pure survival, they will have some kind of control on you. I'm not gonna lie and just judge her, pure survival. You know what I'm saying? Then she was still a teenager. You know what I'm saying? The only time I'm really speaking to Cassie not being a victim is when she started to get older, when she started to get more wiser. You know what I'm saying? But then also Cassie was on drugs. So was Diddy. I didn't know they all were crackheads. Pure survival. And they were rich crackheads. It's a difference. These ain't crackheads that's going to fix your car and sell you a VCR. You know what I'm saying? Or sell you a motherfucking iPod. Yes, crackheads still sell iPods. Pure survival. Shit you ain't seen in a long time. Crackhead to come up and sell you a Sega Genesis and a pack of Pampers. Pure survival, all in one sale. But these were rich crackheads to where it's hard to get off of drugs because they got the money. They can afford the shit. That's the struggle for a drug addict, to not have the money, to have to go make a ding-a-ling disappear so you can get motherfucking drugs. Sell your kids. You got crackheads that sold their kids. I don't know what they do now, pure survival. I'm speaking of when I was a kid growing up in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? Like, no disrespect to people that's going through drug addiction and everything. But I ain't been in the crackhead, area in a long, long time. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what the crackheads is doing today. But I'm just speaking, on some real shit that they all was on drugs. Just like Cassie. Now she got off of drugs. She's doing good. She got $30 million. Cassie got $10 million coming from the damn hotel. She is good to go. Pure survival. You know what I'm saying? Jane Ho, she showed up. Diddy was still paying her rent during survival. How I know that this whole trial wasn't a setup? Diddy's lawyers said the damn what's the people that ran it? Homeland Security. Y'all want to run in Diddy Glover's freak off dungeon, pure survival. But y'all should be worried about this thing with Trump and Iran. Y'all should be worried about what's going on in these other countries instead of worrying about how disgusting this man is in his in his bedroom. Pure survival. But I'm gonna tell you this, Diddy. If you get out of this somehow, if you wiggle your way through this like how you did all these years since the 90s, pure survival, you better come out as a bisexual man that you like women, but you love men more, and get you a boyfriend. Pure survival. That's all you need, Diddy Glover. Get you a boyfriend, because I know you ain't gonna put your hands on one of them motherfuckers, one of them boys, because some of them, the LBG, shout out to y'all, but you got gay men that can fight. Pure survival. And ask anybody that been in jail before. They don't mess with them up there in prison, because a lot of them can fight during survival. Just because a motherfucker go like this, don't think they can't ball that motherfucker up and go, pow, knock you the fuck out. Pure survival. You laying out, you trying to figure shit out, everybody laughing at you. Oh, he got knocked out by that. Yeah, well, that's what you get. You can't underestimate no motherfucker body. Pure survival. You know what I'm saying? So Diddy ain't going to be putting his hands, on none of them kind of men, because he going to have a fight on his hand. Pure survival. So he needs to just get him a boyfriend, come out, do some interviews. Most of these rappers and different people, entertainers, they are getting on podcasts because they know the music ain't where the money at no more. They all coming to YouTube. They like, this is where it's at. People want to know your personality. They don't give a damn about the music no more. They just want to listen to music, dance. But in this era, people want to get to know the actual artists. So you gotta talk. If you don't want to talk, be quiet like Jay-Z, pure survival, up in the clouds, me and my spouse. He'll just be up that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But people like to know that you got a good personality, you outgoing, you cool. Most of all, definitely funny. Want to know you funny. You funny? Oh, people will love you. You know what I'm saying? But this Diddy trial, y'all, I'm sorry. I don't know. It's to me, it's giving me mistrial vibes. As I just told y'all, you have jurors that was removed from this trial. Jurors. When this case first started, they was confident. Like we was confident. Why would we need to move the jurors? We got so much evidence on Diddy, he should be going to the moon like that white boy that was on a bike with E.T., pure survival. Why do we need to move a juror? So you mean to tell me one of the juries or two of them started to think, hold on, is these motherfuckers really victims? Pure survival? When you got females out there working at McDonald's, Burger King, Target, I mean, all different, and I'm speaking on, just saying you got jobs where people ain't even making a lot of money, but doing a whole lot of hard labor, but they're not selling their soul. They want them nice things too. You know what I'm saying? But they not fucking and sucking and getting peed on for it. Pure survival. So why am I going to give a pass to these females that knew damn well Diddy was a monster? They knew damn well he was mean as hell. You see how he treated the kids for making it a band? Pure survival. You're not going to have that kind of personality and just be mean. Send these kids all the way to get a cheesecake and give it to Beyonce and she throw the shit in the trash. Pure survival. You gotta know that that's a mean-hearted type of motherfucker. But Diddy is paying right now. Trust and believe me. Ever since he been in that jail, because the man ain't never been in jail before. That's another thing that they was talking about. Diddy doesn't have a criminal history. So whatever criminal that he done, he been getting away with it for so long, he got a 0 record. That can also get him less time, y'all. If you don't know about the system, you gotta, you know what I'm saying, have a criminal record for you to really get hit with something crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, y'all, Diddy's defense team just closed they joint. Put a 1 in the chat, man. Tell me, I'm gonna try to see, what do y'all think going on with this trial? Do y'all think mistrial? Do y'all think guilty on some charges? Do y'all think guilty on all charges? Yeah, I mean, shout out to who just said, I believe you, Jamil. Thank you so much, man. Like, and everybody got their own opinion too. I'm just saying this whole trial done burnt me out. It really did. I don't even know. No minors too? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, baby. You know what I'm talking about, man? Shout out to the lounge, man. Y'all see my baby support me all the time, man. Go over there and subscribe to her channel. She got great content just like me during survival. You know what I'm talking about? Sometimes I don't know who more funnier, me or her. You know what I'm talking about? In our personal life. And look, it's so beautiful out, y'all. I can't even light my cigarette, y'all. It's windy in the motherfucker. Diddy is going to walk. Facts from the man who says it is true. Where is Tammy? He'll get away with it. This is America. They didn't bring all the charges. Mistrial. See, look, everybody is tied up. Everybody, and it ain't nothing wrong. None of y'all ain't doing nothing wrong by having your own opinion and seeing the shit for what it is, man. Ain't none of y'all wrong for this. Nobody's wrong. God damn, the wind blowing like a motherfucker. I can't light my cigarette for shit. Stop it, goddammit. Look at the wind blowing. Look, I'm blowing out the motherfucker. God damn it. Welcome to Wakanda. Look at this, y'all. It's beautiful as hell, man. It's beautiful. Everybody, man, it got mixed feelings. But I guarantee you this. When this trial first happened, we all had no doubt in our mind that Diddy was going to be found guilty, that Diddy, they was going to have them tapes, that I feel like everybody was confident that Diddy was done. Now look at how many people in the world that's like, damn, I don't even know now. I don't even know what's going to happen in this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you know that this trial was crazy. This was bigger than the OJ trial for this year. I mean, for this decade or century or whatever. You know what I mean? I feel like they should have had Diddy's joint on TV. But it was federal, so, you know what I mean? It wasn't on television, but this was crazy, y'all. This trial was crazy, man. I don't know how this is gonna go. But if Diddy, to me, his defense team, if they just closed out in one day and not call one witness, I'm not going to look at it like how I heard other content creators. And no disrespect to them, man, because they got their own opinion. And they got their right to feel how they feel. But I don't feel that because they didn't call no witnesses, that this means that nobody just didn't step up for Diddy. I don't think that at all. There are people in Diddy's case that didn't even react to a subpoena. Where I come from, if you don't go to court and you get a subpoena, pure survival, you are going to jail. How in the hell was these people was able to not show up to a subpoena, a federal subpoena at that? I'm telling you, I'm starting to think people getting paid off for this. I think they're gonna slap Diddy on the wrist with some fucking mistrial, or be like, yo, time served, charge him with this, charge him with that, but then you're gonna have to give us $100 million. Like, I'm starting to think it's some money behind this. You know what I'm saying? You know Diddy got the money. So what if they saying, look, we'll take $100 million bribe? I'm telling y'all, I'm starting to think bigger about this situation now. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. This whole trial was a goddamn circus. You know what I'm saying? I even been in the trial. Me and my woman. You know what I'm saying? I've been in the courthouse. I was looking at the back of Diddy Glover's freak-off neck. I didn't even know he had a crown tattoo in the back of his freak-off neck during survival. And I know it was cum stains on that motherfucker still stuck on the back of his neck. Dried up. He had dried up cum stains on the back of his neck. But somebody's getting paid a big check. And if Diddy get found not guilty on everything, I hope this proves to y'all that this was definitely a scam. This was a money thing. And I'm going to feel like I got scammed this whole trial if Diddy get found not guilty on everything. That'll be crazy. I don't see it happening, y'all. But like I said, I got these freak-off baskets. One say he's going to be charged with something. The other freak-off basket say it's going to be a mistrial. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to say, look, the jury couldn't come up with a verdict. It's going to be some shit like that to me. They're going to be like, look, the jury, I forget what they call that when the jury can't come up with a verdict. It's going to be something like that, but it's all in the same realm of a mistrial. They can't come to an agreement. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. So I'm just preparing my people. And like I told y'all, I can't be worried about if somebody get mad at me because I'm giving my opinion from what I saw, what I've been listening to. I done been in the trial. Hold on, let me see what my woman said. I told you, it's hard for me to see. I thought they would get him on sex trafficking at least, but I'm unsure about all of this. Right. Look, mistrial. I don't see full. Goddamn. Diddy done hung juror. That's what it's called. A hung juror. That's what it's called. A hung juror, y'all. A hung juror. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? Real rap. And let me tell y'all, man, this ain't no braggadocious shit, but our neighborhood is so beautiful, right? When I smoke cigarettes, I put the fire out with my hand, pure survival, and put my butts in the box. That's how beautiful. Look at this. Look at the grass. Look at this shit. Pure survival. You know what I'm talking about? I put my butts in my motherfucking pocket. Get home and put them in the trash. You dig me? Keep the community nice and beautiful. But yeah, man, like, this trial is either gonna be hung, mistrial, or Diddy gonna be charged with something, y'all. And we just gotta see how it go during survival. You know what I'm saying? I might go swimming. You know what I mean? I don't know yet. It's been hot as hell. It's been hot everywhere too. You know what I'm talking about? Me and my baby, we gonna be in Philly for the 4th of July weekend. You know what I mean? With my family turning up. You know what I'm saying? So if you're in the Philadelphia area, we will be in the city. And I heard it's hot as hell in New York. And it's hot as hell in Philly. It's hot everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's hotter than babysitter breath. Pure survival. It's hotter than babysitter's breath. You ever smell a babysitter's breath when you young? You like, goddamn it. You tell your mom, I don't like her watching me. Why you don't like her watching me? Her breath smell like doo-doo. Mom, her breath smell like shit. Pure survival. It's hotter than babysitter breath out this motherfucker, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But as I said, I may go swimming during survival. It's nice and beautiful. Enjoying themselves. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful day, guys. It's a beautiful day. But Diddy's defense team rested their case. We got to see how this turned out. It should be a verdict by next week. Pure survival.